Hello Darts Nuts, welcome to Darts Review channel. In this video I'm reviewing another set from the new Target launch, and these are the Phil Taylor Power 95 Generation 11, and these ones are called Raw Power. So there you go, let's check them out. I'm reviewing the 26 gram version, the 95% tungsten. They're also in 22 and 24 gram in steel tip, 18 and 20 gram in soft tip, and the retail for £102.95. So here we go, the Phil Taylor Gen 11 packaging. I'm not sure quite what the theme is there, but almost looks like a video game from that kind of era, the 80s. Don't know if that's what it's meant to represent or what, but they always do some neat packaging. Inside you got the dense foam inlay, the pamphlet guarantee on the back, got a nice red Swiss point removal tool, come fitted with the the Pro Ultra Vapor S flights. And you've got the Swiss Storm Diamond S points, but got that nice coating on them, the black ones. And what else was there? Oh yeah, the new power shafts, G11. So you got the titanium base with the alloy tops, so you can just keep the base and just replace the tops if they get damaged. So there you go. That's the Taylor Power 95 Gen 11 Raw Power. So as mentioned, they're fitted with the Diamond Swiss Storm black points, 26mm, and it's the same style as we've come to expect for the Taylor generation, but you've got this kind of fluted section at the front, but to be honest, I can't feel them grooves at all. Maybe it's because they're so close together. I can feel them if I rub my fingers that way, but that way it doesn't even feel like they're there. I mean, if I close my eyes, I would never have expected there to be grooves just by holding it there, so I'm not sure that's giving you any grip at all. Now, the mid section, when you first see it, I thought that was going to be quite a grippy section. And there's a little bit of grippiness to it, but I'm wondering if it's mostly just down to the newness of the cuts. I thought it might have been a little bit higher than that, but it looks really good. They always do look good, but very nice looking dart overall. And this rear section with these kind of like triangular sections cut through it, I actually think that feels a little bit more grippy than that mid section there, so it may depend on the individual, but even then it's still not like super grippy. And as nice as it looks, I don't think it's probably going to last that long in terms of the grip, but having the kind of black PVD sandblasted finish gives it a nice feel. And there's the G11 shafts and the Power S Vapor flights. Now I'll just give you a quick comparison to last year's model. Well, these were the 22 gram, and obviously the ones that I'm reviewing are the 26 gram. So these are a little bit longer, but I think last year's was a nice one. I quite liked the 22 gram version, so we'll see how I get on with these. But in terms of the feel of the barrel, I could almost feel like I'm holding the same dart. Because the rear section on the old one, not much grip. That one may be slightly grippier, but the two mid sections, again, quite similar. So I think it's a case of, if you just like the Taylor darts and you just like to have a different look of them, then great. But if you've already got one that you prefer and it's similar shape to this, then you're probably not going to see a great deal of difference. But like I say, it's still very neatly done as usual. So the nose of the dart is tapered, but it's got these kind of like fluted notches cut through it. And you've got the sandblasted coating, so the tungsten contrasts well with it. And then the midsection is, well, how do you describe that grip? It's kind of rings with oval notches and thin grooves, so I don't know, describe it your own way. And on the rear section we've got these kind of like chevron or arrow type grip, and again it's got that sandblasted finish, and that pattern continues onto the power shaft. So there you go, that's the super close look at the Taylor Gen 11 darts. As mentioned already, the darts fitted with the Swiss Diamond Pro Storm Points 26mm black PVD. You got a tapered section at the front with them fluted notches, 11mm, and then that kind of very fine ring grip with the oval cuts, 11mm, and the rear section tapering with the black sandblasted finish with them kind of triangular cutouts, 20mm, length 42mm, wider 7.85mm. $26.18 grams, 26.21 grams, 26.21, so almost got there, just one let it down. Full setup 28.51 grams. Here's the balance with nothing attached and with the supplied setup, and this is the balance with medium in between short nylon stems and standard flights. Just maybe around a medium level grip or slightly above, 5.5 at most. Let's give them a throw and see how they go. Probably all over the place because it takes me a while to get used to these tiny flights, and I haven't tried these since the ones I had last year. Not too bad. But they're kind of going a bit all over the place through the air. As you can see, that one there landed angled to the right. The other two look as if they're angled down a little bit, which is surprising for me. Last year the ones that I tried I think were 22 grams, so they were a little bit easier to throw I think. With these being heavier and them tiny flights, it's going to take a while to get the hang of them. I did play with them a bit longer last year and I did kind of start getting used to the tiny flights, but oh, I got a treble. I went back to the standards as usual, but I'm holding it around the chunky section there and there's not a great deal of grip, to be honest. It's quite maybe just very slightly above medium, but it may feel different to some other people, but to me it's not enough grip, I don't think. The front section where the taper is though, I just can't feel anything there. I only give it 1.5 on the grip score just for the sake of the fact that if you push hard and run across it you do feel a little bit, but just holding it normally I wouldn't even know there was any grip there. I think I can remember how I used to throw them now. I don't quite throw them the same way as my usual throw because of the tiny flights. I think I've got to try and like get it a little bit flatter and a little bit harder, but I think it was easy to do with the lighter ones last year. Yeah, I've got to kind of get a little bit more power into it I think, and with these tiny flights they just, you get it right and they go arrow straight. But one last try from there and then I'll try the rear section. Oh, got another treble. Went off there. But I don't think there's anything wrong particularly with the dart, it's just the tiny flights that take some getting used to. I'll try that rear section now. The rear section's got a fairly nice feel, but I think it's mostly down to the sandblasted finish. But in terms of the grip, there's not a massive difference between the mid section and the rear section there. Run it a bit too hard there. One more try from there. But I think this is a dart that, if you like this particular shape, then you'll be happy with it. But if you're expecting to get anything majorly different from the other versions, then you're probably going to be a bit disappointed. Yeah, so no, not too bad there. Obviously, it's as much the little tiny flights that take a while for me to get the hang of as much as anything. So like I say, if this is the style of dart you like, you'll probably like them and you'll probably throw well with them. But personally for me, it's not quite enough grip and there's not a massive difference between the other versions overall. So I think it's a case of just getting it if you like that particular style, or you like the look of them, or you like collecting the full tail of darts. So there you go. So I'll leave you with the gallery so you can have a better look at them, and I'll see you on the next one. Happy darting.